Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tea Cozy Chats. And today we wanted to chat about, I don't know, a little band. You may have heard of them, maybe BTS?
Who?
BTS!
Who?
BTS.
Never heard of them.
Anyway, so at this stage, I think everyone and their mother has heard Dynamite, which has been taking the world in general by storm, but especially the US, where it's been number 1 for 3 weeks in the Hot 100 and 2 weeks at the number 2 spot. So basically, it's been at the top of the chart for the last 5 weeks. And they have been hitting up America's Got Talent, the Tiny Desk series. They've just spent a week performing on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Yep. BTS week.
BTS week, and it came to an end yesterday. But guys, if you haven't seen those videos, be sure to check them out. They're actually amazing. But we thought, okay, a lot of people are getting exposure to BTS at the moment. And you may have seen, definitely you'll have seen Dynamite at this point or heard it. And maybe you've seen some of the performances on Jimmy Fallon, but you might be wondering, okay, what's next?
Yeah, we're intrigued.
We're intrigued. This seems intimidating. What should we look at or listen to next?
Yeah.
So we thought, why not use this episode of Tea's Cozy Chats to chat about how you can get into BTS or how you can see if they're your cup of tea.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Cup of tea.
And we know this is relevant because we got into BTS due to our exposure to them via these shows. Like we saw the Carpool Karaoke with James Corden earlier this year. On Jimmy Fallon when they were in like Grand Central. That performance.
They had an amazing performance of On in Grand Central. And if you're curious about that, it's really worth checking out.
Yeah.
We'll put the link to that in the description because honestly, that performance was mind-blowing.
Yeah, so we know we've been pulled into the BTS universe via, their promo tours. Yeah. So you might be too.
Yeah. So I'm more of a visual consumer of music, which is why BTS really appeals to me, because with BTS, it's not just the songs, it's also the dancing, the artistry when it comes to the music videos, and all of it combined together. So for me, my go-to is YouTube. That's where I check it out. But Jeffrey consumes a little bit differently. He is more of a Spotify guy.
Yeah, traditionally I play music and like just have it in the background. I might be playing like playlists on Spotify, and if there's a song I like, something I listen to, I'll put it into my own library, like it, or put it in my own playlist. So that's usually how I go about discovering music.
So I guess we'll divide this into two. I'll start with, if you're a YouTube lover like myself, which 3 MVs you should check out first to get you started, and then Jeffrey will chat about what to keep an eye out for on Spotify. So, MVs or music videos. BTS has a lot of them. They've been around for 7 years, so they have around 60 plus videos, so it can be a little bit intimidating to know which ones to go for. So my suggestions are, number 1, we've already mentioned On and the performance in Central Station in New York, but they have an amazing music video. They've actually got 2 for this one, but the one I recommend is actually On Kinetic Manifesto film. Yeah. So this is where you really get to see like the sheer scope of like BTS's work and how amazing they are at dancing. It's a very simple MV in terms of it's just one setting, but it just allows their dancing to do all the speaking, and it's like an epic anthem. Yeah. And it's from this year, it's from earlier this year, so it's relatively recent. So if performance is something that you're interested in, then On Kinetic Manifesto film is the one to go for. But, we can't just recommend 2020 to you. These guys go back to 2013. So another MV that I think kind of highlights a different sound from them, because these guys are 4 vocalists and 3 rappers, so you kind of want to get a feel for the different sides of their music. So I would recommend Fake Love. So that's from 2018.
That's a good choice. Yeah.
And Fake Love is a little bit more I don't want to say emo, but it's a little bit more emo in sound.
Yeah.
And it is just a really stunning MV. They use mostly practical effects. It looks like it should be CG, but actually, if you ever find yourself on the behind the scenes footage,
do it.
do the MV first.
Do the MV, but there is one bit that was so shocking that like when Stacy showed me like the behind the scenes, I was just there like, no,
yeah, that's real.
That's real.
It's real.
That's a practical effect. Oh my gosh.
So anyway, if you want to go check Fake Love At, it's both like musically, it's a little bit darker. It showcases both vocalists and the rappers, but then also it has this really stunning dance and just like beautiful MV to go with it. And the third is going back a little bit further. We're going back another 2 years to 2016, and this was one of their most like they always did lovely MVs and amazing music, but this one is one of the first ones they did that was really crazy elaborate and just simply like just stunning to look at, and that is Blood, Sweat and Tears. And this is where you're gonna get like a more like seductive BTS, I want to say. Like the dance in that music video is hella seductive.
Oh yeah.
But it is a stunning song, firstly, but also a stunning music video, full stop. And it actually has a storyline that kind of goes through Damien and like Icarus, and kind of like it's all about temptation. And it is, it's just seriously, if you're into like storylines, just beautiful settings, and like you don't mind being a little bit seduced, then Blood, Sweat and Tears is an amazing third choice.
Oh yeah.
Now, that's not to say that there isn't a crazy ton of other MVs to check out. Those are the three that I just think kind of give you a spectrum of what BTS is about in terms of artistry and scale. So one thing I will say is make sure you turn on subtitles or captions. BTS, most of their MVs do have subtitles, and they are amazing lyricists. They actually are involved in the writing of a lot of their songs, and they produce some of their music as well. So a lot of these music videos and songs have deep meaning, and you're missing half of it if you don't know what they're singing about. So be sure to turn those on. Also, it gives you an extra appreciation for the artistry of BTS and how they're, some might label them as like a boy band, but honestly they're true artists. So don't miss that out. Hot tip, captions on. Always.
And rewatch.
Watch that stuff back, because you'll miss half of it the first time around.
Often the first time you watch that video, you're just stunned by the visuals. Or like, the music.
Or you end up focusing on one member, and then you're like, okay, I need to look at the other members. So there's 7 members in total, so that's going to be at least 7 watches.
And they all bring something different to the videos too. Like one of them might just be like, have these like awesome, like sort of seductive, like like Jimin often is just like,
I don't know what Jimin does to the camera. It's kind of it's borderline abusive.
Or like J-Hope's just like has this like another different like dance style like compared to Jimin. It's just you just have to replay it, look at each one of them, look at the imagery, listen to the music, and just.
I will say, in case this is sounding a little bit intimidating, it's okay if you just watch it once. Figure out which of these songs are your cup of tea and take it from there. And there's no right or wrong way of doing this.
Exactly.
But so that's YouTube. But
like
Spotify is also a thing.
Basically, there's no right or wrong way. So like Stacey is a very visual consumer of music, whereas I like to play music in the background often. Sometimes when I'm working, sometimes when I'm just like browsing the internet, and that's how I discover my main mode of discovering music. And the one thing with BTS is that they're so versatile. Firstly, they have 7 members who all sound different. Like their vocalists all have different like registers and like different like textures in their voice, and
you can always tell who's singing. You don't mix them up.
Once you familiarize yourself with the members, you know, like that's them. Same with the rappers, 3 such different styles, and they are legit, like technically good rappers. Like,
there are no words to describe.
There's no words. Like it's just, it's...
You can also tell that for them, they love the artistry of rapping. It's not just, oh, that's their part in the song.
How I started was like I was searching on Spotify BTS's playlist, and you know how Spotify has those "This is BTS" or "This is the artist" playlist, and it's like some of their basically greatest hits, and I would just play that in the background, and then some songs, they might be different genres, different vibes, but it gave me a sense of, okay, this is what I like about them, and then I would like put it into my own playlist. And actually, one tip, you don't actually have to only listen to like the BTS like songs. Each member like has mixtapes. Well, not all the members have mixtapes, but like RM, Suga, they have like mixtapes. J-Hope has released
one too.
Mixtape as well, and they are awesome because often with the BTS songs you get like only bits of them at a time, whereas like with RM's say mixtape, you just get a sense of his craft and like his versatility and just that whole mood. Actually, his song, his mixtape was a whole mood. Like
he's got 2 mixtapes.
Yeah. The latest one with the single Soul is just like it's like got that lo-fi sort of vibe where you play it's like an autumn song actually, so now's the perfect time to check it out. And Suga, he had a music video called Digita, which is from his mixtape 2, and that is an epic
if you
video.
want like something to hype you up.
Ooh,
That's on YouTube actually. There's an MV for that.
It
came out in I think June. But so you can also check that out on YouTube if you want. It's actually a really stunning MV as well. It's set in kind of a traditional setting in Korea, so it's really beautiful.
So that's my tip really. Just play the This is BTS playlist on Spotify and discover it that way.
Because like Jeffrey said, they have a lot of sounds. They're very experimental. They don't stick to one genre. So as you go through it, you'll probably find there are some songs that you're like, well, that's my shiz there. And then other songs that you're going to be like, yeah, it's good, but not my cup of tea. In which case you can curate your own playlist. Have fun. I wish, like, now that I'm more like a more mature army, I kind of like, I'm jealous of the people who are kind of on that discovery stage again, because honestly it's a lot of fun. Not only their music, but they have a lot of like, you get a lot of behind the scenes stuff you can get into later as well to kind of get to know the members a little bit. So it's a really fun group to discover, and I dare you not to become a little bit obsessed. But
there's just so many layers to peel back. It's a whole journey.
It is, but it's a fun journey. It's one you won't regret going on. So that's our little beginner's guide to BTS. I hope it was helpful if you are a beginner. If you're not a beginner and you just hopped into our chat, then hi. And let us know in the comments if you agreed with our insights or my choice of MVs to help someone get started on their journey. But
what are your tips?
Drop your tips. If beginners are watching this video, then obviously they're gonna take away something from what you say as well.
So that's us, and we will continue our BTS journey as well.
It'd be pretty terrible of us to give people an insight on how to start and then bail ship.
Bye,
suckers.
No, we're on this train. So thanks for tuning in. If you want to see more K-pop goodness, reactions, chats, reviews, album reviews, all that kind of stuff, make sure you click subscribe. And we'll be back.
And premature welcome to the BTS family.
Good to have you.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.